guys, I'm Michelle from Michelle's Romantic Tangle, and I have a thrift store haul I would love to share with you today. Yesterday I had a doctor's appointment about an hour away from my usual haunts, and so I gave my daughter a call and asked her if she'd like to tag along with me, and we'd check out some new thrift stores while we were out there. I've never been to thrift stores in Corvallis before, and guys, it was fun. I think we found some new favorites. So the first shop we visited was very clean, very nicely lit. Not terribly exciting, but one of the things I saw as we were about to leave was this. It's one of those pieces of wood that they cut, and then it's a box with a lid that slides to the side. My youngest son's birthday is coming up in a few days, and this is exactly right up his alley. Not that I'm an advocate of getting cheap $2 thrift store items for your kid's birthday. You know, sometimes you can find something for $2 at the thrift shop that you wouldn't be able to find brand new anywhere else, and that is what I love about the thrift shops. So the next store we went to was I'm trying to remember, it was a Humane Society group, and one of the things that I am absolutely enamored with lately are these little, I don't know what you'd call them, I guess it's a tea set, and it is a set of 4 little plates and little cups, and I can't explain my fascination for these, especially why it makes them so much better when they're in the original boxes. This one has the cardboard that nestles between the plates. I don't know if you can see the design. It's just cute, and they had 2 sets that were different. They serving of place settings for 4 in each. $8 and half price, so they were $4 for the set of 8 pieces. I bought one, my daughter bought the other. I have wanted to someday have a spinning wheel and a butter churn. I can't explain that. I don't know if it's because my earliest formative years were during the bicentennial, and those are just things that got stuck in my head as what is neat. I got my spinning wheel quite a few years ago, and yesterday, guys, I got my butter churn. I am almost positive that this is antique. It doesn't matter if it's antique or if it just looks antique, because I don't pay enough for things I think are antique for it to make a difference if I'm right or wrong. That's just the way my thought process and my budgeting goes. We had walked into the store and I looked at this and I saw the $48 price tag and went, nope, not for me, not today. But I looked at it and I saw that the dasher was there, and I love this thing. I wandered around the store a little bit more, and I saw that sign that the yellow tags are half off and the green tags are 75% off, and it still hadn't quite registered yet because $12 butter churn, just not possible. They've always got restrictions on these things, right? So I paid for our cute little glass dishes and asked the guy about the 75% off green tags. And just as we concluded that conversation, a man came in the store and saw the butter churn. I was literally walking towards it to snatch it up when he saw it. And he's taking pictures of it, telling the woman with him he's going to send the pictures to his brother. So I told my daughter, hold up, we're not leaving yet. That real quiet, just trust me, wait. He took off to the other end of the store, and I bought my butter churn. We've got a little debate going on in our house right now about the ethics of this. My teenage son tells me that I was within my rights, but he wouldn't have done it. I saw it first. I had my hands on it first, and I waited until he was completely at the other end of the store. I don't think I was obligated to wait around to see if his brother called him back later or not. So, I have a butter churn. I'm happy. I don't feel guilty. Goodwill didn't have much. I did find myself a 36 by 48 inch piece of Ecru 14 count for $3. We know I'll use this. I've been collecting Nancy Drew books for about the past 5 years. I collected them as a kid and read them nonstop. Nancy Drew, Trixie Belden, The Three Investigators. I didn't realize until I was an adult and just this past few years how many other series there were. One of them that I had never ever heard about was Judy Bolton. These are good. They've aged well. And I pick them up now and then if I find one for a good price at the thrift shop. I know I could go on eBay and put together a collection, but I'm just after inexpensive reading copies. That makes me happy enough. So I found The Vanishing Shadow. This is, I think, one of the older editions. It doesn't matter, but it's kind of neat. It says, this book, while produced under wartime conditions in full compliance with governmental regulations for the conservation of paper and other essential materials, is complete and unabridged. And I know there were wartime editions of Nancy Drew and all the other series. And I also, so this is The Vanishing Shadow. I also found the warning on the window and the name on the bracelet. These are the same publishers, the Nancy Drew books, and with the tweed spines. They had a whole bunch of different series that had similar formatting, and they're all, each series is its own color. They've got the similar end papers, and kind of like Nancy Drew. I also got When the Key Turned, which is Kay Tracy. I have never read Kay Tracy. I've heard of her. I know she's one of the series from that era. And I know we're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but I'm judging the book by its table of contents. The Stolen Violin, Help for Rosa, Ethel Enters the Case, The Lost Key, Questions and Answers, The Pit, The Hidden Shack, A Rescue. Yeah, I'll read this. And I checked out the craft section, which I always do. I found some bars that I thought would work for the new needle point project I want to start. It turns out they're about 5 inches too short, but 99 cents, I'll use them for something. I got some bias press bars for my quilting, again 99 cents. And a self-healing cutting mat, because I tend to let my sons use my quilting mats with the X-Acto knife for their projects, and that's probably not the best idea. So now they get their own, or I get another one or something. I did find a stamped cross-stitch kit. I don't know. I kind of like it. I'm intrigued by it. I don't love it, but my daughter said if I change the colors that'll improve it, and I think she is right. So 99 cents. It's better to bring it home with me than the next day to wish and wish and wish that I had bought it. There's some things that you find and love and just can't bring home with you because either they're too expensive or they're too big. In this case, it's too big. Look at all those patent numbers. And the insurance policy against moths for $100. I wonder when that expired.
What does that mean?
I don't know what pressure tested for aroma tightness mean. I just really like this cedar chintz a lot. So that's everything I found for the day. We had a lot of fun. I'll definitely be going back to these shops. There were a couple of other things that I loved but didn't buy because you can't have everything you want, and sometimes the things you want are really big. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you again soon, and I'll be back next week with a floss tube video.